Welcome everybody to the Wrestle Dudes, Wrestle Doodles here, as today we are going to be recreating this attire of Alexa Bliss from Backlash 2016, and this will be used as a wallpaper, and this will be free to download if you want to figure out how to find this and download it for free to use as a wallpaper for your phone or your laptop or your tablet. Stay until the end of the video, but right now I'm going to show you guys how I created this, and along the way I'm going to give you guys a couple of little facts that you might not have known about the goddess Alexa Bliss. So as I always do with these creations, I'm just starting out with some base layers here, just getting some of the skin tone here, and then we're going to go in and we're going to do the attire itself. We're going to do the black outline, and then we're going to go into more detail with the coloring of the blue and the pink. I really liked this attire. There were many photos that were sent my way by Alexa Bliss fans, and some that I even found myself, but I decided to go with this one because this was the one that really made me notice Alexa Bliss back at Backlash, and now she's become one of my favorite wrestlers on the roster, male or female. So here we're just going through and we're getting the black outline here for her ring gear, and then we're going to go in and we're going to do the pink. And here we go. We're just going to start off with the bottom here, just so I have a good base layer of where to start. But as I'm starting out with this pink color, I'm going to start out with our first little known fact here. A little known fact about how Alexa Bliss actually got the name Alexa Bliss. Now, Alexa Bliss's real name is Alexis Kaufman, which is where the Alexa comes from, Alexa Bliss. But the Kaufman part is not a part of her ring name. Bliss actually comes from the fact that back in NXT, when Alexa Bliss's whole gimmick was that she was like this kind, like fairy type of person, her catchphrase would be "bless your heart." But with her accent and how she pronounced the word bless, it came out as the word bliss. So from then on, she would be known as Alexa Bliss. So if you ever wondered how she came up with the name Alexa Bliss, that's how. And now we're just moving back up more of the attire here. We're just going to get some of this blue in here, and then we'll start to do some of the outlining for her face and her hair. But I really like this shade of blue. It's very bright. It pops very, very well. I did kind of mess up there down towards the bottom, but I'll have that cleaned up by the end of the final product. So here we're just going to do it on the other side as well. If you guys do have any favorite moments of Alexa Bliss's career thus far, please leave them in the comment section below, and leave me your thoughts. What do you think of the final product of this? This will be a very challenging one. I'd say that this was the longest episode of this series that I've done thus far. These videos are actually sped up and edited. In case you didn't know, I'm not this fast of a drawer. This drawing actually took me, I would say, let me look at the timesheet here. It took me about an hour and 10 minutes to create this drawing all the way through. So there was definitely a lot of editing to get this down in time. But as we're just going along here with the top of Alexa Bliss's top of her ring gear here, I want to bring up another little fact here. Alexa Bliss is actually a former bodybuilder. Yes, after coming over a eating disorder, Alexa Bliss would start training as a bodybuilder, and she also competed at the Arnold Classic, which is very, very cool. And it's very cool to think that Alexa Bliss, somebody that had that type of problem, was able to bounce back from it. She even at one point was told that she only had 24 hours left to live. And nowadays, she's in great health. She's a former Raw and SmackDown Women's Champion, and now it seems like nobody can go even 24 hours without even mentioning Alexa Bliss. That's how iconic she has become in the pro wrestling community. And now we're gonna move up here to the face, and we're gonna start outlining the hair. Alexa Bliss's hair here was like really cool. I like how they like did it here. I just thought it looked very nice, and it was very easy to find an outline for it. And especially when you'll see in the final product, like this attire was a perfect idea for this episode. She looks like a freaking cartoon character. Obviously, this attire was themed after Harley Quinn, and you can actually see that this would be a very cool adaptation of Harley Quinn if Alexa Bliss ever played Harley Quinn in any sort of cartoon or movie. Alexa Bliss even made an appearance on the main roster even before the 2016 draft at WrestleMania 30, being a part of Triple H's entrance against Daniel Bryan. She came out to the stage with Triple H alongside both Sasha Banks and Charlotte. And now we're just doing some work on the eyes and the eyelashes, the eyebrows. I noticed I made the bottom lip a little bit too thick, so I'll fix that towards the end of the video. It may not be on here, but right now we're just gonna work on the eyelashes and the eyebrows. I think these actually turned out really well, and then we're gonna move on to the eye coloring, and then we're gonna do the iris. But another little fact that you may not have noticed about some of Alexa Bliss's ring attires is that they're actually inspired by famous comic book characters and famous movie characters. She's done attires themed after, obviously, like this one, Harley Quinn, but she's also done attires based off of Iron Man, Freddy Krueger, Chucky, and even the Riddler and Supergirl. She's a big fan of cosplay, and if you haven't noticed any of these attires on WWE TV, I definitely recommend going back and taking a second look at them because they are very good cosplays. And here we're just gonna work on the eyes, make the eyes nice and blue, dabba-dee, dabba-die. And there we go. Don't wanna make the pupils too big, otherwise she'll look crazy. Well, crazier than she already is. Who remembers that No Mercy promo that Alexa Bliss did? That was very cool, with the whole like cheer squad and like the creepy masks. I always thought that was pretty cool. But here we're just gonna do some outlines here. There we go. It actually makes it pop a little bit more, I think, to have like a slightly darker blue outline. And here, this is where I'm gonna go in and fix the lips a little bit. Now you can start to notice where I made them a little bit too fat, like almost like someone like injected them with like, I don't know what they inject lips with to make them fuller, but if someone did that. And then, yeah, there's a little part of her hair where it like combs over. I'm about to fix that here. I just needed a good outline. I just wanted to work on the face first and then fix that later. There we go. I didn't want you guys to think I was giving Alexa Bliss some giant freaking forehead. We all know that belongs to the Great One on his YouTube channel. There we go. Now we're just gonna overlay this, make sure the hair sticks out. I think this turned out really well. And now we're gonna work on some of the shading for the chest. There we go. I really think this turned out very well in the end. And then the final steps will be, we're going to work on the, belt. And then we're going to do some shading for the hair, make the hair pink, do the little bows. And then we'll be finished with the Alexa Bliss wallpaper. Now, for these little, what would you call them? I just want to call it like tissue paper, I think. Well, the ends of the belts were very difficult to do. What I ended up doing was I just took a very lighter shade of pink and then a very lighter shade of teal and did the outlines for it, and then I went in and did a darker shade of those teals and pinks, and then just did the lines for it, giving a very basic look to it, but very comic booky, I think it looks. And then we're gonna outline the hair a little bit, just give it a more definitive line, that way it doesn't blend in with the skin too much, and also you can tell where the hair begins and where the skin ends. There we go. And then I'll do the same thing for where like the hair parts on some ends. See, this is why this one took so long. There's so much detail in this, which is why I chose this picture, because it was a HD picture, and with HD pictures you can get a whole lot more detail than your normal pictures for like 480p or something like that. This was like 1080p or like 12 by 720 or something, like 1200 by 720, which if you know pictures very well, you'll know that that's really, really good quality for a picture like this. There we go. And now we're going to work on the little bows in her hair. This one's going to be blue, and then the other one's going to be pink. There we go. Oh, uh-oh, the camera crashed for a second. See, this is some of those stuff that you don't find out until like the very end, but it's always very surprising once you finally see it, and then you think back like, I don't remember that ever happening when I recorded. But yeah, we're just going to do some finer details here. There we go. So you can already start to see it come together here. And now I'm just going to color in the hair here. There we go. And then we're just going to do some finer shading on the hair and the skin and everything. And then we will be done with our Alexa Bliss wallpaper. And I'll show you guys how to download it here in just a moment. Well, here you have it, you guys. Alexa Bliss, the final product, the final drawing, which will be a downloadable wallpaper for your phone or your laptop or anything. And there's actually two versions of this. There's going to be this version of Alexa Bliss, which was the pink and blue attire from Backlash. But there's also going to be a WrestleDude themed one, which I did, which is going to be blue and green. And you can download either of these and use them as wallpapers for your phone or your laptop or your tablet or whatever you want to use it as. All you have to do is download it for free, no strings attached, nothing like that, for free, completely free. All you gotta do is go to the link in the description and download it from there. These look great. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of the Wrestle Dudes, Wrestle Doodles. There will be another episode coming out at the end of February, since we were able to get 200 subscribers in the month of December to get us over 500 subscribers. I decided to do 2 episodes in February. So here it was Alexa Bliss. At the end of the month, we're going to do the man, Becky Lynch. But if you guys enjoyed this episode of the Wrestle Dudes, Wrestle Doodles, please download the wallpaper and leave a thumbs up on the video and let me know in the comments what you thought. But other than that, I will see you guys at the end of February, and I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. See you next time.